Last major Muslim empire that we are going to be studying is the Ottoman Empire. Take a minute here to look at these dates. Doesn't seem all of a sudden like ancient history now, does it? A few things that you'll need to know following your notes. First of all, their capital city. Interestingly enough, the Ottomans ruled from Constantinople. Now, remember, they changed this from Constantinople into Istanbul. These were the people who took over the Byzantines. So hopefully this is starting to, some of this is starting to sound familiar. Second thing I need you to know is at its height, it encompassed, which means that it was including in part or in totally covering at least 43 countries, present day countries. The word for number 3 that you will need is the word sultan. This is the supreme ruler. So instead of using the word caliph or caliph, they're using the word sultan now. Remember, this is your fourth point. I already mentioned this, the fact that they conquered the Byzantines in 1453. You might know this. Their empire was broken up after, if you're paying attention to the date here, a lot of you will know this, they existed all the way through World War I. They joined forces with Germany and the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and as a result of losing that war, they lost their empire, and many countries then regained some power. Today, or what you'd want to think, when their empire was mostly broken up, most of it is what is now in Turkey. So, and again, that makes sense. That's where their capital city is, and that's where the majority of it started, and that's where it spread. Now, I would like to show you this video here just to give you an idea of how the Ottoman Empire spread. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try it again. And I'm not going to spend too much time here. I just want to show you really quickly what that spread looked like. Pay attention to the dates at the bottom. So you can see basically by this point it's conquered what much of the other Muslim groups have conquered as well. Continues to spread. You see some different movements here where they've lost different ground. 1774, so pretty close to the United States becoming a country. We're not going to be touching on all these areas of land that they've lost and regained. Keep paying attention to the time as we get closer and closer to World War I. Okay, so now the start of World War I here. And World War I is now over, and you can see that its land is gone, but it's turned into Turkey. All right, everyone, that is your fourth and final empire for the great Muslim empires.